News 4 at 6:30. Working for you.
Welcome to News 4 at 6:30. Tom has the night off. The Marshall County student accused of shooting up his high school showed his face for the first time in court today. 16-year-old Gabe Parker was visibly emotional as he sat handcuffed in the courtroom. Also in the room, parents of Bailey Holt and Preston Cope. The two kids shot to death January 23rd. Now, Parker's defense attorney argued the case should be sent back to juvenile court. Whether Parker is tried as an adult or not, if convicted, he will not face the death penalty or life without parole. That's because of his age. This Wednesday marks the 1-month anniversary since our country's most recent shooting in Parkland, Florida. Students from the mid-state and across the nation plan to pay their respects to the victims during a mass walkout. 17 minutes of silence, one for each victim. Several local districts are leaving it up to principals to figure out what to do when students walk out of middle schools and high schools and how they might punish them if they break the rules. One metro high school is using the planned protest as a teachable moment.
I guess it's kind of come up just as a beautiful teaching moment in itself, you know. I guess it's been secondary in a sense because this month I focused on activism, and to see it come up the way it has been inspiring.
It's the idea that this isn't a political issue. This isn't something where it's an issue of rights.
Administrators from Rutherford County and Williamson County told News 4 they are working to coordinate secure places indoors and outside. Metro schools say if a student doesn't go back to class after the protest, they could face punishment. Ahead of Wednesday's mass walkout, the White House is unveiling school safety proposals. This comes after weeks of students rallying against gun violence, voicing their fears, and advocating for school safety. Blaine Alexander reports from Washington.
The White House today rolling out ideas on how to keep schools safe. Topping that list, the controversial plan to arm some teachers and school employees who volunteer and promising federal help to train them. Many teachers against that idea.
And you use words like, oh, rigorous training and that we will be sharpshooters. I'm grading papers. I'm a 6th grade teacher.
The White House plan also calls for stronger background checks and improved mental health systems. But notably missing, a call to raise the minimum age to buy semi-automatic weapons from 18 to 21, something President Trump previously supported.
He hasn't backed away from these things at all. As I just said, they're still outlined in the plan, but he can't make them happen with a broad stroke of the pen.
Now, that idea under review by a newly formed school safety commission headed by Education Secretary Betsy DeVos. Pressed about it on the Today Show.
What happened?
Well, the plan is really the first step in a more lengthy process.
Critics accuse the president of bowing under pressure from the NRA, which is strongly against raising the age. But on Twitter, President Trump pointing to not much political support for the idea.
Let's never let this happen again. Please.
Now, nearly a month after the Parkland shooting,
we've seen too much of it, and we're going to stop it.
Critics say this plan does not go far enough to keep that promise. And on Capitol Hill, lawmakers in the House are set to vote this Wednesday on a measure that would increase school safety training. In Washington, Blaine Alexander, News 4.
A clear sky across the mid-state this evening. You're taking a live look at downtown Nashville. The sun came out in full force today, but still there were those bone-chilling temperatures. Forewarned Chief Meteorologist Lisa Spencer is here to tell us how low they'll go tonight.
Well, we are going to see our temperatures hit that freezing point once again, but this go around, unlike what we had this morning, we will not see anything falling from the sky. Our forewarned live Doppler radar, it's sweeping dry right now. We do have some clouds that have moved in overhead, and those will hang around through the evening as we spin around from the Fairview Inn and Suites camera. Latest temperature right now is checking in the 40s. We're at 45 degrees in Nashville, 42 over in Murfreesboro. So as we go throughout the evening, it's going to be a chilly night. We are looking at those numbers to be right around 40 degrees by the time we get to 11, and we'll be around freezing in the morning. But there's a huge warm up in this forecast, and I'll tell you more about that just ahead.
Thanks, Lisa. After a high-speed chase, an Amber Alert suspect is in custody. Police say Keith Tansel took 3 children from their home in Goodlettsville on Sunday. The children were found safe about an hour later, and Tansel made a run for it. Police eventually spotted him after a caller told police a suspicious vehicle was parked outside of their home for about 40 minutes. Now, this was on Peyton Circle in Lebanon. Tansel reportedly took off and rammed that cruiser twice before officers caught him. A former Spring Hill police officer will serve the maximum sentence for unwanted sexual contact with a woman he pulled over. Christopher Odom has been sentenced to 1 year in prison. According to court documents, after pulling the woman over for a traffic violation, Odom ordered her out of the car and put his hands down her pants. He also reportedly grabbed her hand and forced her to touch him inappropriately. A 17-year-old is dead and 2 women are seriously injured after 2 packages exploded at different homes in Austin, Texas today. Now police are warning people to not open unexpected or suspicious packages. Witnesses say it was early in the morning when they heard the first explosion.
It was 6:50, about 10 minutes to 7, maybe a little earlier, a couple of minutes before that, when I heard the boom.
Hours later, about 5 miles away, another blast. Authorities say that explosion sent a woman in her 70s to the hospital with serious injuries. Today's explosions follow one that happened earlier this month. Police say they think all 3 explosions are related. For some women, it was their last hope at having a baby. A major malfunction left potential moms devastated.
We're just trying to figure out where do we go from here.
What's next for the hopeful parents and the clinics?
News 4, sponsored by Electronic Express. We make it happen.
Spring is coming. Enjoy the season with a great deal on a new Toyota. Like low APR financing on the technology-loaded Corolla, the adventurous RAV4, the rugged Tundra, and more.
I'm rebuilding the deck?
Yep.
Okay.
Get 0% financing on a stylish new 2018 Corolla, Corolla IM hatchback, or sporty CHR crossover. Or you can lease one for just $169 a month, now through April 2nd.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Plenty of sunshine through today with seasonal temperatures. We should reach our normal high of about 82 degrees.
The mountains are calling. Plan your trip at Gatlinburg.com.
When you show up to work, your employer expects you to do your job. But if you're injured because of your job, you should expect that your employer will take care of you. The problem is that many times employers unlawfully refuse to pay their employees when they're hurt on the job. Our job is to make sure that your medical bills, loss of income, and the benefits available to you are paid immediately so that you and your family are taken care of. For more information, call Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
I'm Phil Bredesen, and I approve this message. Look, I'm not running against Donald Trump. I'm running for a Senate seat to represent the people of Tennessee. I learned a long time ago to separate the message from the messenger. There's a lot of things I don't personally like about Donald Trump, but he's the President of the United States, and if he has an idea and is pushing something that I think are good for the people of Tennessee, I'm going to be for it. It doesn't matter where it came from. And likewise, if I think it's not going to be good for Tennessee, I'm going to be against it. I think that's what senators ought to do.
Watch News 4 Today with Holly Thompson.
Questions remain tonight about how egg and embryo storage tanks at 2 separate infertility centers malfunctioned. One was in Ohio, the other in California. Hundreds of hopeful parents are devastated and seeking legal recourse. Erica Edwards reports.
Lawsuits are piling up against University Hospital's fertility center in Cleveland after more than 600 women and couples were informed their frozen eggs and embryos may have been damaged.
What our clients lost to these IVF clinics and university hospitals, you can't replace.
2,100 eggs and embryos were compromised when a liquid nitrogen storage tank at university hospitals malfunctioned the weekend of March 3rd.
The temperature that was measured
at a portion of the tank was higher than our acceptable limits.
This same weekend, a similar problem at a different facility, Pacific Fertility Center in San Francisco. In a statement, the clinic acknowledged there was viable tissue in the affected tank, adding, "We are truly sorry this happened, and for the anxiety that this will surely cause."
We're just trying to figure out where do we go from here.
Now couples who had embryos stored at the Ohio facility are suing.
We were fortunate enough to have one son that we conceived through IVF. However, we had 2 remaining embryos that we have been told did not survive.
University Hospitals tells me the lawsuits won't have any bearing on their independent investigation. Erica Edwards, NBC News.
Well, when it comes to headlines around here, one of the things that will top it is a big flip-flop in temperatures from one extreme to the other. I'll tell you when we'll get the hot, when we'll see the cold, coming up with the 7-day forecast.
Plus, the storm of this century. It happened right here in Tennessee 25 years ago this week. A look back at how it all unfolded. That's coming up next.
Reports of school threats have been flooding into our newsroom since the Parkland shooting. The steps the state says our schools need to take to track down the credible ones.
Even though the snow is done, we've got more freezing weather. I'll show you when and where it will be coldest tomorrow at 6.
Blair, what about my medical bills?
They'll all be taken care of through the settlement.
What about me?
You worry about getting better. Do what your doctor tells you. We'll take care of the rest.
What a relief.
More and more people have discovered something stronger, more dependable, longer lasting in a Chevy truck. And now you can too. See why Chevrolet is the most awarded and fastest growing brand the last 4 years overall. Qualified owners can get a total value of over $8,000 on this Silverado All-Star when you finance with GM Financial. Plus, current select qualified competitive owners and lessees can get $2,500 competitive cash allowance. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Do you have bricks cracking, bowing basement walls, or cracks in your drywall? If so, these symptoms are signs of a settling foundation. USS uses the latest technology paired with 20 years of problem-solving experience. Trust the job of restoring your foundation's integrity to a company known for integrity. Visit USSTN.com or call us today for a free estimate.
We'll guarantee our best. Call USS.
$1, $1 buckaroo. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. Yep, a single paper Washington or 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our clean, friendly, judgment-free zone. Unheard of? You bet your bottom dollar. Our $1 down, $10 a month sale doesn't come around often. So empty your cup holder and come to Planet Fitness to join for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness for only $1 down, but hurry, sale ends Thursday, March 15th.
There's still time to save at Nissan now. Don't miss big offers on road with ProPilot Assist that helps keep you centered in your lane. The technology of tomorrow, available today. Time is running out. Save big on our entire lineup now. It's time for an upgrade. Hurry into the Nissan Now sales event. Exclusive offers end soon. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models or save up to $10,260 on select models.
Need new floors? Empire Today makes getting beautiful new floors easy. Impossible? Let me show you. Empire brings hundreds of samples to you. We call it Shop at Home. The floors are high quality and come with great warranties. Plus, Empire handles the installation. You don't lift a finger, and the job's done right. Shop at Home, quality floors, professional installation. That's Empire Today.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
Oh, hey, Blair.
Hey, I know the weather's crazy. I wanted to get you these settlement documents as soon as I got them.
Oh, wow, thank you so much.
You're welcome, buddy.
Scary moments for Tim McGraw last night. The country singer collapsed on stage during a concert in Dublin, Ireland. Audience members captured pictures and video of the singer as he performed his hit Humble and Kind with his band. A rep for McGraw said the singer was dehydrated, but he is fine.
Piece by piece, he restores my faith that a man can be kind and a father could stay.
Two Middle Tennessee singers will be on The Voice tonight. It's part 5 of the blind auditions. You just heard from one of them. Stephanie Skipper is from Nashville. You can also cheer on Franklin's Jordan Kirkdorfer. It's all coming up tonight at 7 right here on News 4. The blizzard of '93, if you went through it, you'll never forget it. If you weren't here 25 years ago, you've probably still heard about this storm of this century. Here's a recap of how that storm unfolded.
It was March. The buttercups were up down in Knoxville, and we heard on the news there might be a little snow.
Any expected snow accumulation is a big deal because we just haven't had much in recent years.
People were stopping off at area stores.
If that prediction don't come true, you better hide.
It may be mid-March, but it's not spring just yet.
These very rapid winds, people should simply exercise caution.
Blinding snow that's paralyzed the entire East Tennessee region.
I didn't think it would really hit.
It's uncountable, the cars we have towed and the cars are waiting to be towed that we can't even get to yet.
I-40 was shut down from Nashville.
What's giving us a lot of trouble with the trees, where we cannot get the trucks to the lines, is our big problem right now.
Heavy snow Saturday caused the roof to cave in.
Most every dock had some damage, some of them major like us.
The chicken house collapsed during the blizzard, killing as many as 10,000 birds.
In the thousands of rental homes above Gatlinburg, people were stranded without food or power, and many had to burn furniture to stay warm.
Is this them? Dropping bags of food to the hundreds of people marooned in the mountains.
There were lots of heroes. These folks risked their own lives to be out and save us.
It'll be a long time before many of us forget the second weekend of March.
The aftermath of the blizzard of '93.
Tomorrow is a gift. Tomorrow's a gift.
Wow, bringing back a lot of memories. I remember that one in 1993. All across the Southeast kind of shut down because of that snow, and for some, it was an ice storm. Well, we are looking at freezing cold temperatures here and nothing like we saw back in '93. We are going to see, however, some warmer temperatures moving into Thursday. How about temperatures in the 60s? And then the rain does make a return as we head toward the weekend. But a beautiful day out there today. Here is some of that snow that we captured from this morning, and some of you really picked up some pretty good amounts. Now, we had 1/3 of an inch of snow in Nashville. Did not last very long. That was the airport reading. White House picking up 2 inches of snow, and over at Westmoreland, over 2 inches of snow fell there. So it was enough to make a little snowman for some folks. Here's our view outside tonight, though, and it is a night with a few clouds that have moved in overhead. Now, that's going to keep our temperatures from falling as quickly for tonight, but they will be dropping to near freezing. Already we're in the 40s. We're at 42 degrees right now in Nashville, 38 in Clarksville, 42 in Murfreesboro, and 44 is the latest coming in from Franklin. So a chill in the air, but the clouds are moving through. However, the clearing line is sitting back here along the Mississippi River. So that is what we'll see through the overnight, is our sky starting to clear somewhat. So these clouds will pass on by. I do want you to notice this system that's swinging through here, because that will play into our forecast, at least for some of us, moving forward into Tuesday. Tuesday will bring a mix of sun and clouds, and you'll have more clouds the farther east that you are, because we are going to see that exiting system rotate around a few snowflakes. So don't be surprised if you see a little bit of that across the northeast coming up on Tuesday evening, but really not expecting much in the way of accumulation there. A variably cloudy sky for tonight, near 45 degrees, and actually I'd say the low 40s now, because these temperatures have dropped on down. Northwest wind around 12 will make those 40s feel like the 30s, though, and a cold start tomorrow morning in the 30s, 31 degrees. I must be thinking summer. 31 degrees coming up for tomorrow morning. 42 around lunchtime, partly sunny conditions, that northwest wind again. And then during the afternoon, 47, that mix of sun and clouds. But again, we'll have a little bit of a wind chill with our northwest wind around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Let's check those neighborhood forecasts for you. And we'll start with Murfreesboro, and we will see here 43 degrees around lunchtime for tomorrow. And right there in Franklin, 37 degrees at 9 o'clock, and for you in Lebanon, Northwest wind with 42 around 12, and around 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon in Clarksville, we'll go with 46 degrees for that afternoon high. Now let's find some more of those temperatures that will be extremes, because we've got 26 degrees for a morning low on Wednesday, 67 for Thursday, and then here comes that rain and some thunderstorms on Friday at 62 degrees. For Saturday, there'll be a few showers around, and on Sunday, better chance of rain and thunderstorms, 71 the high, and then soaring to 77 on Monday with a few showers in our forecast. And that's a look at the next 7 days.
All right, Lisa, it's the Belmont ladies' turn to watch the NCAA brackets unveil. We will tell you where the OVC champs are heading. Plus, find out what Kermit Davis told News 4 regarding those Ole Miss rumors. That's next.
Fresh asparagus for 97 cents a pound, and select varieties of pork are buy one, get one free.
LifePoint Health's mission of making communities healthier is deeply rooted in everything we do. We were looking for a nonprofit partner that clearly aligned with our mission and that could help us make communities healthier in a meaningful way. That's why the partnership with Second Harvest just made so much sense. Because we know that working together, we can combat hunger and help to make Middle Tennessee healthier.
Built in 2004, this Midwestern family boasts strong foundations with sunny interiors. Plus 2 twin-sized girls, 1 fixer-upper son, and 1 built-in bloodhound. Also comes attached with walk-in in-laws, located just around the corner. Perfect for the right agent with the right listing. Like this 3-bed, 4-bath colonial with an in-law suite, cozy family room, and laminated floors. Great for pets. RE/MAX agents are more recommended because they recommend what's right for you. That's the sign of a RE/MAX agent.
Hello, I'm Sammy Stewart, president of F&M Bank. Do you ever worry about losing or misplacing your debit card? I know I sure do. But now if that happens, I enjoy peace of mind because I've downloaded F&M's Card Valet mobile app. With it, I can turn my F&M debit card on and off, establish when, where, and how it is used, and even receive transaction alerts. And best of all, it's free from F&M Bank.
F&M Bank.
Your money, smart choice.
Come on down to Furniture Warehouse, where right now...
Ha! I have caught you!
Caught me what?
Caught you trying to save them the money!
I ain't trying, Sherlock. I'm doing it. Like wood bunk bed frames for only $100. Or reclining sofas for just $3.99.
I see you.
Get awesome 2-piece sectionals for just $4.99.
I'm watching you.
Even Franklin Rocker recliners for just $3.99. Buy one, get one free.
Ha!
For more...
To do, you're about to say the website.
Well,
So I have caught you red-handed, saving them the money at Furniture Warehouse.
Your hat's on fire.
More and more people have discovered something stronger, more dependable, longer lasting in a Chevy truck. And now you can too. See why Chevrolet is the most awarded and fastest growing brand the last 4 years overall. Qualified owners can get a total value of over $8,000 on this Silverado All-Star when you finance with GM Financial. Plus, current select qualified competitive owners and lessees can get $2,500 competitive cash allowance. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Okay, with the Ole Miss head coaching job open, the social media sphere is abuzz with talks of Middle Tennessee's Kermit Davis possibly heading to Oxford. Now, I exchanged texts with Kermit about it this morning. Coach Davis responded, trying like heck to beat Vermont. So there's that. Vermont is Middle Tennessee's NIT opponent, of course. The game is tomorrow night. Davis does have the challenge of getting his guys up for this one, just over 48 hours removed from an NCAA tournament snub.
I don't want our team to have a total letdown and not be ready to play. I mean, I don't want Giddy Potts and Ed Simpson to go out in their 4-year career and lose 3 in a row. You know, I want our team to make a run in a tournament. I am proud of them. Our fans should be proud of them, and hopefully we got some good basketball left.
That's right. A little bit about Vermont. They won the regular season title in the American East Conference, and the Catamounts actually lost to Kentucky by just 4 to open the season. Amid the excitement at Lipscomb yesterday, we talked with the Bison's sophomore guard, Michael Buckland. Now, Buckland's from North Carolina. His sister played ball for North Carolina, and now Buckland's Bisons will be playing against the Tar Heels in Charlotte, just about 80 miles from his hometown of High Point.
My sister, so she played at Carolina, and she sent me a picture after the selection show, and she was like, well, I guess I should take this sweatshirt off, as she had a Carolina sweatshirt on. So it might be one of those scenarios where she's got a Carolina blue shirt underneath, but she'll definitely have purple on top.
That's awesome. Here's another connection. This is a high school photo. That's Buckland on the left. The other guy is Theo Pinson. Guess where Pinson is now? Yeah, he's a senior forward for the Tar Heels. That's him, #1 on the ground there. You love this stuff. Tonight, the women's NCAA selection show happened. For the 3rd straight year, the Belmont ladies saw their names unveiled in the brackets, and yeah, excited. The Bruins will be a 12 seed and play the 2nd-seeded Duke Blue Devils. The game will be Saturday morning at 10 a.m. The Bruins have yet to win a game in the Big Dance. We will hear them talk about their selection coming up tonight at 10. And this is great. Roman Josi continues to do good things with the Best Buddies program. Today, the Predators captain was at Franklin Road Academy hanging out with about 60 kids from local schools. I mean, could the guy be a better person?
You always want to give something back, but they give you a lot too. I mean, those kids are amazing. It's always the best time when I see them. We're hugging each other. We're both really excited to see each other, and it's really close to my heart.
Good stuff from Roman Josi.
That is so great. And do you know I went to my first Predators game on Saturday?
Did you? Did you have fun?
So fun. I hope I didn't make them lose.
That's all right. They only ended their 10-game win streak with you there.
I hope it wasn't me.
Just kidding. Big game Tuesday night against the Winnipeg Jets, though. Central Division game. That place is going to be packed for that one.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you again at 10.